Hey, good morning, everybody. This is another, we're basically setting up for live streaming coming up, and I'm checking out a new strategy, so stick around. This should be good.
Welcome to Day Trading for Success, where the professor, a former math teacher turned full-time trader and coder, guides beginners on how to trade for a living using proven strategies, breakthrough indicators, and lessons from essential trading books. The professor isn't a licensed financial advisor. Always consult a pro before diving into any strategies or demos you see here. Start smart, practice in a simulator, stick to a solid day trading plan, and don't forget to log every trade. Your profits will start with preparation. Thank you for allowing us to share in your journey. Please remember to subscribe, comment, give a thumbs up, and click that notification bell so you can be the first to receive more of our great content.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. This is the professor with Day Trading for Success. So this is the layout that I've been experimenting with to show you guys. I'll talk to you about a new indicator I have here so that we can find the stocks faster to trade. But also, I just was trading KWE pre-market here and doing pretty good. I started at 200 shares and actually went down the opposite way. But we're going to look at NVIDIA again. And the reason why is when we start to stream, I'm very, very concerned, as I'm sure you've heard me say before, that for everybody's safety. And I know that a lot of you, it's a very, very expensive stock, but then there's a lot of you that have made the PDT rules that are struggling because of not really understanding how to scalp. So then you go back to more day trading, which is looking for the dips or the rise and then the dip and the bounce off the dip or whatever. I mean, we all know how to do that, but then will it work when you're doing it? Often, no, it doesn't. And you can't figure it out because when you watch the other videos, it always works for them, just because they're showing you in retrospect, right? So it's not really fair. So I do think, and I'm not alone when with the 8 million day traders, the scalping is the key to the most money if you can learn to scalp. So the purpose of the live streaming that I'm going to start to do will be, and it's still not yet, but that's why I'm putting out these same day videos just to kind of see if you're interested. If you are interested, I need you to email me. So the email is on the Day Trading for Success site, how to get my email. So you should just email and say, I am interested in live streaming. Give me your contact so we can include you into the live stream if you're interested. I know I just asked for a whole heck of a bunch of emails, but that's what I'm looking to do. So it's professors at Day Trading for Success. I believe that's my email. Well, anyway, oh wow, let me get this off of my IRA. I was putting the KWE on my IRA. So, all right. So the market's opened, and you saw me do this yesterday. If you picked up on that video, so I am still, again, I would be short biased because where our high is 146. This is the new indicator I have right here, guys. This is giving the average daily volume of the last open session. So when you're going to look, wow, there it goes. So it's going up. When you're going to look for a stock, quickly find you want to get something that you know has an average volume that can move for you. So we're only going to be trading a few minutes. I did really well already pre-market. And then I am going to want to do the RV strategy today. So as a group of people. So as most of you know, that is the premier strategy that people are making so much money with. A little bit about what's going on here. This is the 5-minute chart, a 1-minute chart, active trader, level 2, the new news for Thinkorswim. This is a 15-minute one hiding here. This is, of course, is the ScalpMeter Pro, which you cannot live without. Then we have the multi-chart alignment for the 5-minute, 15-minute, 30-minute, 1 hour, 4 hour. Everything's going down, as you can see, all the traders. This is the market pulse. It's all red, which is weird because bonds should be going up and fear should be green if everything's going down, but it doesn't always react that way. I have Benzinga news here. I always put an R on that. This is all to get us, to show bigger moves here, just in case. I don't really like jumping in here because I am going to be short biased on this stock, and it's already going down. And so what I'm going to do right now for everybody's safety when we start to trade this way is I'm going to show you what I'm looking for. Now on the 5 minutes chart, which is a big friggin' mess here. Let me just see. Oh, I shouldn't have done it here. Oops. Okay. Hang on a second. That was wrong. I meant to show you on the 5 minute chart. I opened up the 1 minute. Yeah, so I'm waiting still. This is not stuff I want to see. Now, I may take a bounce if it gets all the way down here and try to go long, because we do want to get some trades in, but this isn't the price action I was looking for. So let's open this up. Now, I kept the same levels I marked yesterday based on historical data where it pivoted and turned around. So these are just pivot points that, you know, you want to see if they get respected. There are a lot of noise, and they might not help at all. I also put a fib level up, okay, for the high-low. So always left to right when you're marking a fib, whether it be low-high or high-low. And see, now this is more logical, except for the TLT, that it is going to keep going down. So this is I could have just jumped on that. I say I'm short biased, but I feel like it's going to turn around. Then I want to be short biased. Does that make sense? Wow. I mean, I might just want to jump on this because it just keeps going down. This is how we get hurt, though. And then it turns around. So, but it wants to go down today. Just reading the news here. See what they're saying here.
Meanwhile, I think transports are what, 16% off the high last year?
Transports have definitely been a pretty big.
Okay, that's a turnaround signal. So we might be getting I'll go ahead and try to get in here. Oh God, am I off? I forgot to put it back on day. I was trading pre-market. Okay, well, I'm glad I didn't get in. It went down. So that just saved me not being prepared. So it's really just seems like it just wants to keep going down. I mean, there is a fib level right there. It blew through it for a second. So we'll see. This is boring, I know, guys. There's nothing going on here. But, you know, it is important to be safe, too. I could have just picked but I think everything's going down. So we need to find a bottom here. That's what we need to do right now. So it could be this is not a good day to trade for this stock. There, it looks like it is starting to find its bottom here. So let's see if this is really what's going on. And then I will take a long trade if it seems like it's going to help us here. So looking at the market maker, 143.50-ish area seemed to be, this is right here. I have the half and whole dollars marked. It seemed like it did just make its move there. So I don't have enough indicators telling me that that's a smart move right now. So let's see. Everything turned green. All right, we'll go ahead and give it a shot. It's not the best trading situation, but let's see. So I got in at 66. So now we're going for like $10 to $20 little trades here. I'm hoping we're going to get a retracement here. That's why I went in long, but part of me just says I should have just stuck with the short. I don't have enough indicators telling me. Now we've got, the whole entire market's going up right now. The 5 minute went up, right? We got a little support off the 50 cents and the fib down here, and it turned around. We've got a couple of candlestick, hangman and a dragonfly right here, basically on the 1 minute candle telling us to move around. Let me shut this guy down so I can hear. And hear myself think, but it's going back down. So it could be I just tried to jump in prematurely. Now I will average down at least once and go to 400 shares, but I probably wouldn't do it until we get down here a little lower, down to the fib level, if it continues to go down. But we don't want that to happen. We want it to go up. So let's see. Yeah, so the way this works is it looks at yesterday's open session, and then quickly, when you're looking for a stock to trade that you might not normally trade, you can look, and if that said something like 30,000 per 1 minute candle, this is set for the 1 minute candle, you would be like, oh, I don't want to trade that. What's it? I need something that's going to be moving. So this was asked for in our group, and it seemed to, when you're searching in the morning, and it just seemed to make it easier because for the particular candle that you want, not just the overall average for the day, helps you make a quick assessment for scalping. It's for scalpers, So here we go. Now I could add to this as it starts to go up, but I think I'll just take a quick profit for our first trade for the day, or it's done. Is it done moving? I could have probably got out for over $10, but that was a little weak after all that drama down here. Now, had I averaged here, I would be be able to make more money. But it's just you don't want to just average immediately. Then you're out. If it keeps going down, then you're in real trouble. You can't average again, or you just don't average at all and get out of the trade. Remember, you want to have a max loss. You want to have a day trading plan. You basically want to. Here we go. So I should have tried to pop out on that 19 in that area. It was almost 20. Had I got out on market, I'm not sure it would have helped me too good there. It made it would have stayed green. But it is tempting because the way this is jerking back and forth there, I might look at how it was up there for a split second and then went down. So this time I probably will average down when it gets down a little lower here to the 50 cents. But let's see if we can pop up again and make some money. I'll try to get out on the ask. Oh, wow, it's just really not doing that well for us. So let's see. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and take that smaller amount, but it didn't. It just popped there and turned right around. There we go. That's going to get me now. Next pop, 16, 15, 16 bucks, 15 bucks. All right, that is not a banner trade. I should have stuck with it because it's continuing to go up. But what I'm feeling is that I want to go short off of a retracement, and I'm not long biased on the stock right now. But maybe I should be because we're almost all the way down. Well, there's kind of where I'd really be long biased is down by the 140, maybe 141, because I don't think we're going to drop below that. But that's just by looking at the what's been happening over the last couple of weeks. And you always have to have your maximum loss set up in your day trading plan, especially if you're going to average up or down like I'm showing you. See, this is all over the board still. Actually starting to think about shorting this. There's the VWAP right there. We're coming up on it. This 1 minute chart doesn't have it on here. I'm not sure why I don't have it here. I don't have any of the moving averages here. Well, I've seen it looking at it on the 5 minute. Wow. So it's definitely making a move. I could have stayed in that trade a little longer, but I'm trying to show short scalping and not more like day trading where you hold it minutes rather than seconds, or you wait for a move to finish. There's no real move here that we can predict. So the good thing about scalping is you're in and out really quick with the ups and the downs. Or if you can just only go long, you could have kept this. So now I'm feeling stupid. I didn't just hang on to this. But again, I am trying to show scalp. I'm not feeling that stupid. I think this would be like 30 bucks or something. Wouldn't be that much more. So, but I might buy it on the dip here. So let's see what's going to happen here. So we've only gone up like 20 cents from the 50 cent, now it's 30 cents. So yeah, it wants to go up still. It's still going up. I didn't buy it. I would have already been in the money again. See if it bounces off that fib and goes down. It's 144 even. is where you might hit a wall there. And I definitely want to get in the trade if it pops up there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and sell there and get ready to buy the bid as it pops down, if it pops down there. Try to catch that. So we caught a small trade there off of that. Now, it might make a tweezer move here and keep going down. So I just figured a lot of people on the whole dollar were going to go the other way or get out. That's the get out, and then that tends to move the price action the other way. But now we need to see, is it going to start breaking down off that level, or is it going to break through? So I'm going to wait a minute here, or maybe not a minute or whatever. I'm going to wait a period of time. So we could have stayed in that move and made more. Again, as always, I'm trying to keep this safe for you guys. So baby moves, learn to scalp off of historical data and or crossovers. I'll put back, I don't want to close this now, but next time I'll put these up. That's why I'm having these, what I would call them practice sessions for streaming, is that I'm trying to make sure I get it all set up. I was working on custom indicators. I was pre-market trading today to get because I'm not making as much money as I might normally here, developing a new strategy for you guys. And then I'll be going into the RV strategy in a few minutes. So it did look like it was going to break down there, but now it's turning back around. So we may want to get in this here. I'd like to see it drop a little lower, at least at maybe 75 cents. So that was Thinkorswim doing its normal crap there. Could buy the bid depending on this. This definitely wants to break up. So can I get a little bit of a dip or not? No, I missed it. It's going to break through the 144 again. Okay. You could see the way that the level 2 was moving. That hopefully you guys are enjoying that new level 2 indicator. It's pretty cool. I read level 2, so I don't really need it, but it's a great. I don't need it, but it's a great training tool to get you to look here at what's stalling things. Now, in a large cap, we're not going to get that. Okay, so there it goes again. I'm looking for a breakdown again, so I kind of want it to get up here and so I can short it. I'm not as confident as it goes up. It is doing almost a full retracement. So we came in here. What was the opening? So it was right around 143.30, I think. Yeah, here it started up in here. So 144, 40 is where we entered. So that would be a full retracement if it went all the way up. So now that's a historical data from several days ago that may be worthless, but it just helps us. I always look at these things like it's like they're shackles every time they go through it. It might be a wall. It looks like it hit that number and turned around. So we could have captured 9 cents there already. And that would have been for 200 shares, wouldn't have been a bad trade. Not, you're going for a little bit bigger. No, there we go. So now it's breaking down. So can we get down a little lower into the, does not want to drop, which is a good sign for going long. I just kind of want to get a little dip in there, but lower than 91. There it goes right back up. So the scalping indicator is definitely telling you it's up. It's going up still. But the selling volume was higher on that. There it goes. Come on, baby. Can we do something besides 5 and 10 cents here, please? Can we get some kind of a move? And that is the safety of NVIDIA, too, is you're not going to get huge swings unless there's news. And that's one of the reasons that I want to have news. So the Fed is, as you can see here, making a rate decision. And then tomorrow there's no trading. It's a holiday, so okay, here we go. Man, it just keeps showing. If you looked at the candlesticks, you'd be like, oh, big moves. It's just not doing anything. So look at the level 2. So by the time, it might really break through here when it breaks the 144.09. So let's see if it hits that again. This could end up being an actual level here that's being respected. Is it going to bounce back down again from that? It is. Look at that. So I'm not sure where that was marked, but a lot of people are going in and out at that level. So I'll look for a dip. Every time this happens, I lose confidence it's going to break, could break down, But we're right at this fib level, too, the 144 level fib level and the even dollar is a big respected level usually. So when you get two of those lined up, even and fib, there we go. There we go. Okay, I thought it was going to make another surge up before I shorted it. I'll take it there. All right, so I'm going to assume it is going to go back down to the 09, or I'll take that smaller trade. Okay, so we got, we're creeping up, but that was how you scalp, guys. You're just trying to get $100 a day. And the purpose of this channel is $100 a day, $200 a day. Now, obviously, if I raise my share size, I would have double this amount of money, by now. But, when you're picking your share size, besides just what's in your account, what is making you nervous? Because you want to make sure that the signals are the only thing you're worried about. As you start to get used to short scalps, you just want to think about the signals, not have fear of, oh my God, I'll lose this much money. So if you're having that fear, wow, this is nice, then your share size is too high. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and short again based on this movement, being ready to double down to 400 shares if it keeps going up. And hopefully not have a losing trade here. So let's see. I want to keep my average up, which is close to 100% when I scalp, 99 to 100% always. I compete against myself to make sure that's going to stay. So sometimes I'll take lesser amounts of trade when I feel like I'm not sure that it's going to keep doing what I need it to do. So I'll just, like right now, I almost feel like I should have taken that $8 because it does seem like it wants to pop. But there we go. Well, I'll try to, I would try to average down. So I'm going for $10 rather than $20 just because of the way this is moving. So again, every trade's been green. It's been a measured approach for safety. And I'm okay to, I'm not paying for trades. Remember, there's no trading fee. So you get to pocket almost all of that money except a tiny amount you give to the exchange. So this can add up pretty quickly, $100 a day, $500 a week. That makes a difference in a lot of people's lives. Where you're bringing $2,000 a month for your mortgage payment or your car payment, or maybe it's not a job, but then you get it up to $200 a day, and then you have $4,000 a month, and then $300 a day. So you slowly creep it up, and that's when I come on streaming with you guys, I don't want you to have large share size. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor, so you have to seek the advice of a licensed financial advisor before you try to emulate anything. And I'm really not a proponent for people following my every trade at all, because if you don't learn how to do it yourself, you're going to fail. You have to learn this. You can't always want to follow somebody. And I don't know if I'm going to stream every single day. We're still trying to work out those details about how this is going to happen. So anyway, all right, we made a brief break so I could talk to somebody off camera, and I wouldn't have taken this trade, so that's fine. We're right where we were, but if you notice that there's a few seconds missing, that's why. So not making as much today, because now if I was just trading this way, I would go later for sure than where I'm going to stop this off today. I'm going to go ahead and go in there, guys, but I am going to be trading the RV strategy. So that's all getting set up for me, ready to go. So let's see. Okay, so I'm making sure that everything is, I'm trying to do too many things at once here, but, so anyway, yeah, so remember to email me at professor's day trading for success at gmail.com, yeah. Professor's day trading for success at gmail.com. I don't email myself. That's if you're interested in You know, we're not exactly making big money here. But if you're interested in following along live, which I don't really do because I trade with, well, I've explained on other videos why all my trading is live with live commentary. However, it's usually delayed before it's released. All right, so I got in there. Let's see if we can get a little bit bigger move on this one. It's going to stop at the 50 cents, or is it going to blow through it? So let's see if we can make our $100 maybe. I hate to have actual goals too, because I just want to follow what I see, and I'm looking for a dip back down here, at least to the 30 cents maybe, which would be good money. Okay, I'll take that. What did it go at? It was that was 45. It didn't pick me up though. Should have gone out on market unless it swings down now. There we go. So I'm at 87. So what do we got? Charlie has now come in to handle the chat for the RV strategy. And then she will get this video out for us today, so you can kind of see how I marked it if you want to trade. This is tradable for all day, you know, scalping, and that's what you'd want to practice on, or practice on a sim. So I'll try to get in one more trade based on the price action here. I think I'm going to go short unless we get a big dip here, and just see how we can do so. What do I got here? So I've only got, the Zoom is filling up. I haven't looked at the stock yet, but it will not be before 10 a.m., a half-hour market open for the RV strategy. And you guys may end up seeing that video. You just won't see it streamed like, or live the same day like this. So that's a little bit of a pullback there. It's almost... It could be creating a 1 minute bull flag. But so we have retraced the entire amount, and I'm really getting on a time crunch here because I do have to call the ball for everybody. I'm quarterbacking on the other one, so we may not make it to the 100. I think the same thing happened yesterday. It was like 98 something. But yeah, I did really good this morning on the, wow, there we go. Is that 20? I'll go ahead and get in right there, guys, so we can get one more trade, see how it goes. Because I do think it's going to bounce back, but, you know, I don't know. So I would average down once at the fib if it keeps going down. I'll probably get out on the ask so I don't get a lot of slippage if it breaks me over 100. No, I probably won't. I just want to get over the 100. So I want to close out the trade here. I have just moments before I have to stop, guys. So either way, and I don't want to get a losing trade here. So we want to keep it at 100%. Let's keep it at 100%. Come on. Let's get us up there. Oh, it's just not going to go fast enough for me. I've only got like 4 minutes to go over. Come on, baby. Now we need the prayer indicator. There was $4. 92. There we go. What's that? 97. I think we're $1 off yesterday. Okay, guys, listen, thanks for watching. Always stay inquisitive out there and go green, and I will see you next time. Enjoy the video.